Hi.
We'll start in the room there with Tyler Kuehl from MLive.
Well, Danny, obviously a tale of two games. Obviously, a win on Wednesday against Rockford, then here tonight a loss against Cleveland. Here, what are your initial thoughts on the game there?
We just dug ourselves a bit of a hole, obviously, early, and we got down 2 or 3 goals after the first, and we needed a big pushback and didn't exactly get it. Maybe some penalties here and there took away kind of the flow, and just not good enough, top to bottom from us in all 3 periods.
The issue with the team, one of the issues has been the power play inconsistent. You yourself, you did get a power play goal tonight. The team looked a little bit better with the man advantage. Kind of take us through how the power play has been kind of evolving as your time has gone on here.
Yeah, I mean, it's we got a lot of moving parts. It's tough to you get kind of in your head a bit, when we're struggling as a unit, and what's preached is what we need to do, just kind of simplify everything and put some pucks to the net and start getting some uglier goals. We don't need to make the cute play or the fancy play. A lot of times it's just the ugly ones that are, they all count the same.
And this team has gone through real ups and downs this year, a couple losing skids, 4-game win streaks here. Right now, as we're talking, 9 points out of a playoff spot here, what do you think this team needs to do to really bunker down and maybe try to make a push for the postseason?
I think it's just, playing with a bit more desperation on a nightly basis and, period by period and shift by shift. I think we got as much talent, skill as any other team in the league, obviously, I think, on paper. Probably got the best goalie. Just, we're not putting it together. I think it's that lack of desperation, and it's costing us some games. We come out flat, or, our second period's bad. You're just kind of finding a little lull somehow. And it's once we play full 60 minutes, I think with this team, we could go on a run.
Thanks, Dan.
Sure.
Next up on Zoom, we go to Andrew Rinaldi from Field Pass Hockey.
Danny, you guys just had 2 shots on net in that third period. You talked a little bit about playing with desperation. How do you really want to see these guys kind of try and, even when the chips are down, to try and fight back and compete there?
I mean, 2 shots is not gonna do it when you're down by 3 goals. Just got to simplify. Try to put pucks in deep when we have to. Try to gain the zone with control when we have to. Get a little grittier. Win some puck battles, and then just kind of maybe start throwing everything at the net. Not enough shots on net. You never know what could go in. Could get a lucky bounce. So maybe just start throwing some more stuff at the net.
That's all for me. Thanks.
At the end of the day, it doesn't come down to X's and O's. We were just out-competed in every facet of the game.
Yeah, obviously, Nedeljkovic has a great game on Wednesday night, 38 saves. Tonight, though, how do you think his game went with a couple of chances that he probably won?
No, it wasn't his best game. And again, it was prevalent throughout our lineup, from our top line to our 6th defenseman to our goaltending. It wasn't good enough tonight.
Power play, though, they did cash in. Daniel Reagan gets the goal there. Here, how do you think they look? Got some chances there on the offensive end.
Oh, we had some chances, but you don't win games with chances. And we had 5 on an extended 5-on-3. We worked on it this morning and just didn't execute.
What do you think this team needs right now? 9 points out of a playoff spot, and obviously still plenty of time left to make up ground, and it's a tough division.
Yep.
What does this team need to do in order to kind of really make a competitive push for the playoffs?
I think we need to realize as a group collectively that we may look good on paper, but you have to show up and compete every night.
On top of that, you got Manitoba, coming up here Sunday or Monday and Tuesday.
Monday. It'll be a blur. Yeah, it's a quick trip up there.
Quick trip, though. You know what to expect. You just played those guys here. What do you think the Griffins are going to have to look for to maybe get a couple points there?
Simple hockey, and show up and work. And if we compete to the level that we can, and we keep things simple. I mean, obviously, when there are plays to be made, we're encouraging them to make plays. But at the end of the day, you need to show up and outwork the guy that you're going against. Yep.
All right, on Zoom, we'll start with Elaine.
Hey, Coach. So when you have a game like this, even though you had 4 fairly strong games leading into it, do you start making like a shake up to kind of maybe get everyone to get that hunger, that 60 minutes of battle in them?
Well, Elaine, we've actually been playing pretty good hockey. We've been getting results as of late, so it's by no means hit the panic button. You know, there is still time left, but that window is closing, and it closes quickly as we get through the next few weeks. There's a lot of games coming up. We're leaving for Manitoba tomorrow. We play Sunday, Monday, and then come home Tuesday. So we'll spend more time in airports than we're doing in Manitoba. Got to make sure that when we're there, we show up and play, and we're not too concerned with the end result. We're worried about our next game and learning from our mistakes, or what we didn't do well tonight, and making sure we don't make the same mistakes and make sure we show up on time.
Yeah, so my next question was, are you guys still keeping that game by game mentality and not looking too far ahead into the future, but focusing on one game at a time?
No, I mean, obviously, our goal is to make the playoffs, but we can't make the playoffs by winning 6 games on Saturday or 7 games. We need to focus on winning 1 game on Sunday and then go from there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it for me. Thank you.
Okay, yep.
Finished up with Andrew.
Coach, just one for me tonight. For a team that's had some dramatic comebacks, just 2 third-period shots kind of wasn't what you'd normally see out of this group. From what you saw, was the guys just kind of not executing, or is it just Cleveland really clamping it down in the third?
Well, I think that they did a good job of staying back and not really giving us any life, but at the same time too, we didn't generate nearly enough pucks to the net, bodies at the net. And it's a mentality. Do you want to go to those hard areas? Do you want to compete? Do you want to get to those hard areas? It's hard to score goals in any league. But the willingness to compete, it just wasn't there from way too many guys tonight.
That's all for me. Thanks, Coach.